May I please request today's Chief Guest and Advisor to the Prime Minister on Commerce, Mr. Abdul Razzak Dawood, to come and say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Chairman of the PPMA, Tawqirul Haq, Khalid Mansoor, Tariq Ikram, Chairman of DRAP, office bearers of the PPMA, friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. I am delighted to be here at the first Farmer Export Summit Award 2021 organized by the association. I'm particularly happy to be here because I remember when I was last here some time ago till today, the farmer industry, alhamdulillah, has found its rightful place and it is now getting into a position where it is getting the due attention, and that you, the industry's members, are now getting the right direction to go forward. Some time back, we thought of developing our strategic trade policy framework. That's the policy framework, I will say, Tariq Ikram Saab का बहुत बड़ा हाथ था. उन्होंने हमें यही कहा कि इस तरह से बनाना है, और the one single word, if there is one word that was identifying the strategic trade policy, that one word was diversification. कि हमें diversify करना है, वो जो traditional exports है, textiles, rice, football, sports goods, etc., surgical instruments, वो जहाँ हमें जाना है वो हमें नहीं ले जा सकते. It's got to be diversified. And then when I asked Tariq, कौन सी industries? Alhamdulillah, he put farmer right at the top. That is the new area that we want to focus. Ladies and gentlemen, एक और चीज़ है. In the very, very early days, जब इमरान खान की हुकूमत शुरू आई, August 2018, and in the very first few days, मैं उतर रहा था from the Ministry of Commerce, और वहाँ अखबार वाले थे, and one of them asked me, Advisor Saab, what are your 3 top priorities for industrial development? I said the top 3, number 1, exports, number 2, exports, number 3, exports. That is where we have to go, and that is the route forward for all of us. I will also mention that the speech that Tariq has just, the talk that Tariq has just given, please get a copy of it and don't read it, study it. As I promised you, Tariq, I will be studying it, because there's lots and lots of words in there, and a lot of those we are following. One of the things that he mentioned there was commitment from the Prime Minister. Nothing could be more important than that. And I'm happy to say that commitment is there. 12 o'clock today, we have a meeting with the Prime Minister, and he's going to ask me कि आपने इतनी बातें कर रहे हो डाइवर्सिफिकेशन हमें प्रूव करो कि the industry whole sector is diversifying or not. And that is at 12 o'clock today. Tomorrow, the pharma industry will be meeting with the Prime Minister to discuss the future. So the commitment is there, and I'm sure, I have every confidence in you, the business people of Pakistan, and particularly the farmer, कि आप लोगों ने जो हम लोगों ने सेट कर रहे हैं हमारे टारगेट्स, डायरेक्शन जो सेट कर रहे हैं, वो इंशाल्लाह आपने अचीव करोगे. तो वो टारगेट है क्या? What is that target for exports? This year, we sat with the Prime Minister, with all the government officials there, and the finance, the industries, energy, etc. और हम लोगों ने set किए हैं that this year our target for the ending 30th of June 2022 वो है $38 billion, goods and services. लेकिन as we're all part of the business world, business में हमेशा एक stretch target होता है. तो जहाँ तक सरकार के books में तो target है 38, but एक और target है, और वो ये है कि इंशाल्लाह बड़ी बहुत कोशिश करेंगे कि 30th जून तक हमारा जो target है वो $40 billion है. So we're going to try to achieve that target. एक और चीज़ है कि पाकिस्तान में when I looked at the tariff structure, custom duty, additional custom duty, regulatory duty, क्या होना चाहिए, क्या नहीं होना चाहिए, किस तरह से होना चाहिए, मुझे तो ठीक नहीं लगा. So the first thing we did, we went to the Prime Minister and said to the Prime Minister, setting tariffs for our industry should not be the prerogative of the FBR. Please have it shifted to commerce. Tariff rationalization is part of our Make in Pakistan strategy, part of our exports. Alhamdulillah, वो हो गया. The Ministry of Commerce में आया, तो we started working on it. And as a result of this, every single budget, particularly the last one, when we did some very, very deep changes, or I'm very thankful to Shaukat Tareen. He fully supported, and we went forward with tariff rationalization. और वो tariff rationalization में आपकी industry, pharma industry, was right up at the top, and as was just mentioned, we have removed all the duties on the APIs, etc. और मैं industry को ये भी कह सकता हूँ कि pharma के अलावा there are many industries that inshallah the budget of 2022 और मज़ीद tariff rationalizations होने वाली है, and we will be looking at more industries कि उनको भी करें. And to the farmer, if there are any items that are left over which have not been rationalized, फिर आप आए and inshallah बैठकर ये tariff reforms करेंगे. Another thing, Pakistan में State Bank of Pakistan ने TURF का वो जो scheme निकाला for funding expansions. I am talking to the State Bank Governor कि एक special turf निकाले just for the farmer industry. So what is the way forward for this industry? The way forward is, number one, that we've been to Kenya, we've been to Sri Lanka, we've been to Uzbekistan, we have been to Tajikistan, and in November, हम लोग फिर अफ्रीका जाएंगे, वहाँ Nigeria, or inshallah, the farmer industry will play a very major role in that. तो एक तो ये है. Next, very important thing for the industry, and I'm very, very happy to announce that at the cabinet meeting yesterday, the cabinet has approved the contract manufacturing policy for the farm industry. A very major part of the way forward वो ये है कि we have to modify the Drug Act and the DRAP Act. And I must say I am very grateful to the ministry's officials, grateful to the Secretary of Health, and grateful particularly to Dr. Faisal Sultan for their tremendous support. वो कहते हैं कि हाँ, Drug Act and the DRAP Act उनको modify करना है, और modify किस तरह से करना है, कि that the regulatory part is in the Ministry of Health, and the pricing and the commercial part should be taken out and put into the Ministry of Commerce. लेकिन आपको पता है कि जो सबसे बड़े battles होते हैं ना in Islamabad is the turf battle, कि ये हमारा काम है, हम लोग क्यों दें. लेकिन inshallah, I'm very, very confident that with the leadership in the Ministry of Health, कि वो हो जाएगा. It will take a little time, लेकिन inshallah, we would certainly like to get it done because the industry requires इस किस्म के changes. आपने ये भी कहा कि the industry needs a council. My view on this is that we've already started इस किस्म के councils. The best part about the council is you bring in people from the association, from the government, experts, etc., etc. And you all sit and then you advise the government कि आपको क्या चाहिए. We've done it in the case of mangoes, and mangoes council is in place, and alhamdulillah our mangoes exports are going very, very well. We've done the same thing with rice, where in the case of rice, REAP is playing a very big role. And now we started doing councils for different areas, whether it's leather, engineering, parts of the engineering. So that is another area in the way forward. And the other thing from the way forward is, another thing in the way forward is Pakistani brands must be exported. That does not mean to say that we exclude contract manufacturing. Somebody wants to manufacture out here and under their brands, उसमें कोई problem नहीं है. लेकिन जो असल game है ना, the असल game is that Pakistani brands get around the world. I want to ask and the industry, you will have to, and now you're getting to the point, दुनिया में reach करो, technology हासिल करो, improve your qualities, your standards, and we will be standing behind you, that we can be able to really get this industry going. To conclude, make pharma a truly great industry. And I honestly feel you're right at the start, okay, you're poised for greatness, and let us all of us, multinationals, locals, everybody, get together and truly take this industry to the way that Tariq has just pointed out, way up there, and it becomes one of our leading industry and one of our leading exporters. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Razzak Saab. These are definitely things that we must look forward to, और जैसे आपने कहा टेक्नोलॉजी को acquire करें, अपने systems को बेहतर करें, वो सारी चीज़ें हम अपने आप से बेहतर करेंगे अंदरूनी तौर पर, तो फिर we will be able to see the result of that.